Today we have a Nissan Xterra that we're going to be installing a pop-up sunroof in, and the interesting thing about this installation is that it's a decent-sized sunroof going into this vehicle, and as you can see, there's some factory accessories that might otherwise impact the sunroof installation, but we're going to make them work along with it to our advantage. It's going to be a pretty sweet installation once it's done. The first thing you got to understand is that you're starting off with a better product line of sunroof product line is really the key. This product has a 5-year warranty from the manufacturer, and I've been using this for years, and the trouble-free aspect of this should last far in excess of 5 years, in fact many times that. However, the installation procedure, the labor and the technique that the installer uses is very important. In fact, it's in some cases more important than the sunroof warranty. What does that mean? Sometimes vehicles have structure inside the roof that has to be relocated. And I use the word relocated because if you cut it out completely, the roof sheet metal is lacking support where it needs. In this particular case, we did that already. We have the sunroof size in mind. We know where it's going to go. We dropped the headliner or ceiling panel from this car, and we relocated the roof beam already. If you look inside, you're going to see we got a reasonably decent area to work with. I've already made center line marks from the inside out, taking into account the location of the visors and the dome light. And on the outside, I've already marked out where the sunroof is going to go with this red line, and I'm going to move this out of the way, and we're going to modify this later. This airfoil is obviously right from Nissan. This goes along with their Xterra roof rack package. There's a storage basket that was located here. The customer removed that because he's anticipating, of course, the sunroof being installed today. And we're going to modify this. We're going to make a cutout so that the sunroof has a clear view of the sky. We've taken the fasteners out. I'm going to set this aside for now. And I've made a mark where the sunroof is going to be located. This is our template. Pop-up sunroof is going to operate like this. The cutout mark's been made based on the location inside and the underlying roof structures that have been relocated that are under the headliner. So we're ready to go. As I said earlier, the location of the sunroof is contingent upon a few things. The location of the visors, dome light, roof structure, which you can't see, unfortunately, until you loosen up the headliner or drop it completely. But this is where this one's going to go, and it's got a real nice fit. The dome light goes back here. The visors, of course, lay into these little visor wells, and this thing is going to be sized really nicely for the car. But that's what it's going to look like in terms of size and location. We just got the sheet metal cut on a line that we made earlier based on the measurements that we made, and we're going to fit the outer ring. The ring fits nicely. As you can see, it's proportioned very well for the size of the a given area to put the sunroof in. Our next step is to trim the inside fabric and then finish the installation completely. Now we're coming down the home stretch on this installation. The glass, which is removable and snaps in and out easily, is going to be installed right now. The frame is all installed, it's all screwed in, the interior trim is all put back together, and then the glass just lays on and then clips in on the inside. The other thing that we talked about earlier was the little airfoil that was factory installed from Nissan, and it was kind of high. It hit the sunroof, and it really take away from the sunroof experience. So what we did is we cut it down, probably about 8 inches. Took about 8 inches away, smoothed it nice with the belt sander, and this sunroof will open and close, and you'll get plenty of view to the sky without this piece of plastic in the way. Plus, it's nice and clean. Here's an inside view of the finished installation. The sunroof frame, black in color, this plastic trim which hides the screws that clamp everything together. The sunroof itself, the glass, has what's called a high-performance coating. It's a very dark tint. It has a very slight reflective property to it, which keeps the UV and heat from penetrating inside the car. It's very effective at keeping heat out. In fact, very few people ask about any kind of shade to block the sun out completely, but it's a good-looking finish, and it opens and closes easily. It fits between the visors and the dome light like we planned, and that's about as good as a fit as you're going to get. Certainly appreciate you visiting Cyclevan, and keep in mind that all the installations that we do on sunroofs have a 5-year warranty. Thank you.